All right, guys, welcome back. Today, next day, we're having a sprint planning meeting after product backlog grooming meeting. So, as you guys know, sprint planning meeting, we're gonna discuss our user stories, and we're gonna start our sprint today, hopefully. This meeting is very important. I need you to guys. I gave you 1 day break, so I believe you guys digest business requirement, and I share with you guys requirement traceability matrix. You know our business, what we are working on, our functionalities. So I just want to say, before we move this user stories, you guys know our business, our job is sprint 2 weeks. Let's see our team capacity first, right? Does it make sense? Okay. So everyone, if you guys have already idea and you guys know your availability, please send me on the chat, and Oktay can write down and we can like calculate what is our team capacity. So send me your availabilities in one sprint, please. All right. Anybody else? We are missing some people. Ali. All right. Oktay, can we sum up these numbers?
Sure, 1 second. Nine, 54.
Second. Yes, 54.
And I believe we are missing one or two group.
It's fine. Whoever is in this meeting, that's what we have to value. So do you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
All right, let's get into real numbers. We are 54 for this meeting. That's our team capacity, right? So according to this capacity, guys, we can move on. User story points, right? That will make sense for everything to finish in the sprint, first sprint. So now, before moving that, let's do this. Oktay, can you tell me what was the number one
Three.
SGP
Three.
story point? Okay. What's the next one?
3.
Okay. How about this one?
3.
Okay.
3. Another 3. SGP5 is also 3.
Okay.
The next two, 6 and 7, it's 2. Also, 8 is 2 as well. Actually. 9 is 3. 10 and 11 is 2. and last one is 1.
Okay. All right. So we're done this part. So we have the user stories. All right. So I need you to guys. I believe one day was enough to understand these user stories and digest, prioritize these stories and numbers. All right. To put in our um, sprint. So let's prioritize first of all in product backlog, and we can go from there because we're gonna have a new user stories coming up from our business. But let's prioritize here, and then we can move on up there. Okay. So what do you guys think? User stories. First, we should put on here because first line, because like I said, we're gonna focus on this modules which is most used by our end user students, and so what do you guys think should be most critical used by, and we should give this
Um,
stories.
I think first we should put the add and edit the delete school school information or location. That should be urgent because students should be able to put the school's information. Is that
This one
yes? The
makes sense. Okay, if you guys agree, I'm just moving in this up. What else?
the so
Payment module as well too.
yeah.
Which module?
The payment module.
5.
If we,
No, I'm sorry. 4. 4. You mean right, Hassan?
the bank information, yeah.
Bank information right after this.
I would say yeah.
Okay, but how about this Hassan and Oktay and Aruban? Since Oktay pointed this one first, what do you guys think? Students should first use this application with the like a campus, and if you put this on top location, we should go underneath with school,
Yeah.
right? And what do you think is this one?
Yeah.
Goes underneath.
Yep. We can do that.
Once students find the location, and he can use the categories under education. So that's the most critical part for students that will use, right? So what else you think is coming after that for students?
I would say the add, delete the grade levels. I think that's very important. Once the school starts, make sure they should be able to see their grades. The SGP3. I think that's very important because they have to or the teachers might have to make some updates on the grades.
Good point. But I wanna clear something, guys. Remember, our users right now is an admin. So this is the admin site we are testing, and admin most likely make usage of this application and control these things. And if you realize, we are adding, editing, and deleting most likely the functionalities.
So as an admin, probably the first things to do is add or edit the school information name, and then start going downwards, adding students, then adding bank information of the students and so forth.
Yes, that makes sense, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, yes. Okay. Which one? You just tell me the code number that I can move.
Oh, 3. I was just talking about 3, the grade levels, but
okay, Hassan, what do you think? Which one?
Adding the school or editing the school name. I can't really
Yeah.
see it. At least.
I think the first two looks good. 6 and 7.
First two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, we saying the
This one.
Yeah, the grade level.
Okay, focus on underneath these guys, okay?
Okay.
Which one is coming? As an admin, okay? Admin using this site. What do you think this?
What about also what
Yeah.
about adding adding editing deleting the position under human resources because they want to specify their position, so they might want to edit their position or delete their position or update their position. The SGP 8.
Okay, sounds good. So which line after?
After maybe the delete department
I-
under school, or I don't know. Yep, there.
Okay. All right.
And then go ahead to SGP4 and their 8. Bank information.
Okay, and I want to hear other voice. Ricardo, Marwan, Emily, Hassan. Sorry,
Yes,
Ali.
yes, I'm right here. I'm sorry. I'm right here. I
Okay.
was just listening to you.
You guys know what we're doing?
I think you put in order right now, right?
Right. We're putting in order most critical modules we need to test. We cannot finish all these things in one sprint. So that's why we're prioritizing and what admin use in this application most. And we should test that first. You know, since like if he's or she's using this, needs to be tested. You know, we don't want anything bug here.
Correct.
So, Yasin, the priority, like how we prioritize right now all these user stories, this is basically as an outcome of the team members discussing, right? That's how it's supposed to happen in real work environment.
Exactly, that's correct.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And according to user stories, like we said,
which one we should work
as
on?
an yeah, as an admin user, these all stories start like this.
Stories that we have to test.
Gotcha.
Which one is the highest? Which one is the highest priority that we should start with? You understand?
Hassan, you talking to us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have been muted. One of the errors that we start going to be doing, I guess, in the meeting.
Mr. Yoldash, I would like to say something. The number 12, the user story number 12, I think we should add it below the under the after the position the 8 after the user story 8.
Okay.
I don't know if my team members agree with me, but you know.
I agree.
Okay, good.
Yeah, all good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the user story 11, what's that? Attestations?
I have no idea actually.
That's not attendance, right? I might be.
It's a attestation. I have a question, Mr. Yasin.
I don't know the definition.
My
Yes, sir.
question is, I understand how we normally practically do this, prioritize the stories and all. I do have a question in reference to what if since we are doing a certain module at a certain time, it might not suit you, but I'm just thinking we should put it all together one time, work on one module, and then different functionality under there, such as education, finance, under setups.
Sounds
that
really
way-
smart. Yeah.
That way we'll all have all the elements and everything, and then you'll be able to finish one faster versus going back and forth.
Got you. Sounds really smart, but I'll tell you this, Emily. Since we are a tester and we are testing this application from the user's perspective, right? We have to think, we have to um, empathize, um, empathy for the user who is admin. So if admin every day click this, and click this. So we have to prioritize this one. Or if he or she every day click this, we have to prioritize this. Because, like I said, we make sure there is no bug or things going on here. If
The most
admin,
used features.
yes,
That's
if
the
admin stuck here and not able to do anything, most critical functionalities he used every single day for the students,
Mhm.
that will be the problem for us. We're not doing our job.
Got you.
That's not good. We don't want our business down. This business is according to students, according to like all these things, a must prioritize. Okay, that's
Got
what
it.
we're doing, right? So last 6 guys left here. If you help me, we can finish this.
I think maybe we should move 11 under 12. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Yeah, they're related. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why. Yep.
But remember, as an admin, you have to think like an admin. Most critical, most usage one in this application.
If you ask me, Mr. Yoldash, I would say the most important thing is, in every school, the bank account information. Before they can't get into the program or get join the class if they don't make payments, or you know what I mean. I think that's very important.
I agree. So it goes the top 10.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay. So then I will go with this too, discount.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Some students maybe have scholarship.
Is there any chance that if you can show us what was SGP9 was from, can you like demonstrate us manually and fields, but what kind of fields are we talking about? I forgot.
Okay. Sure. Parameters, different school and environment. Let's take a look.
Sure.
Looks like it's a search functionality, maybe.
Parameters fields. So it looks like this one, Oktay. Okay, not this one.
I think you had it, but yep. You
I
had
missed
it
it.
before. Yeah, you missed it. Setups, parameters.
Yeah, fields right here.
Mhm.
This one.
I mean, this is not that important. I mean, that's what
Right.
I'm thinking. I think this should be maybe in the last. I
Okay.
don't know what my other team members think about this, but
I agree.
Yeah, same thing with nationalities should be all the way at the bottom, and with that one as well.
yeah.
Yes.
But if
Yeah.
you're going under account setup and all that stuff, nationality is part of that account setup. Which student is coming from what country, kind of thing. So I
Right.
don't think it needs to go down that way. It needs to set up like is my point come out to the same way. You're working with the accounts, you do all the account work. But I do agree with what Yasin says that what's more important functionality. But if you're gonna set up, first thing is you need to set up a student when he comes into the system. What the system is, what he does, what he needs, fees, discounts, nationality, what it is, what he has done so far, what grade does he have before, what he needs
But will
now
it-
done.
Will it prevent him from creating an account?
In this stories, no.
Yeah.
So do you think is good here, Emily? What do you guys think here after Emily said that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
it can
that
go
is
there.
under education.
Because
That makes sense.
Okay.
Document type. What kind of
This
document?
is important too. I just checked that
the human
English.
resources, that's similar to the banking information.
Yeah. So this is needs to be like go to.
But this is under human resources that has people who are working. So
Right.
one guy you hire, two guy you hire. Students are more versus human resources. We can get done later. It's not an issue.
Okay. I'll put it
But
here.
I feel like we should keep it with the other human resources function to user stories. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
maybe
just
that
like
should
that.
go that should go after maybe after 8 maybe. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all human resources. 8, 11, 12 is all human resources.
Okay. So then we are good. Look like.
And one more thing, Mr. Yoldash, what was the SGP 10? Can you show us that one as well, please?
Mm-hmm.
Document type and parameter setup.
Document types.
That
Here.
looks like important.
Yeah, that sets up with the student registration. When they come in to have an admission to a certain place.
Right.
Documents are important.
Exactly.
True.
That's why I need you to guys understand. When we do sprint planning, you should become ready. All these stories, user stories, checked as a manually. Think about like the perspective of admin user, right? So then you can make sure you already plan all these things, then we can talk faster, right? That's the whole point of giving a next day. So I hope you guys understand what we're doing, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So then we're moving this where?
Under the education.
Under
Right there.
education.
Setup. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. And are we good now?
Well, let's go with it. Bank accounts, discount under parameters, school locations, education setup. We got parameters as an admin for documents, nationalities. After that, grade, then departments. Then you got human resources, human resources, human resources. I think we are good, but if somebody has a better idea, I'm listening.
Okay.
Looks good. We should move on.
All right,
good.
let's move on. All right, let's move on. So what's the team capacity, Oktay?
Team capacity is 54.
54. I'm going until 54, guys. Non-stop. Like how we prioritize here. And you guys see here, story
Just
points
adding.
going. Yeah. How many people we are, Oktay?
Right now we have. I'll check. I believe we have 7, but let's see. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 in total, but I believe we are missing 2.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing, guys. As you see, we have total 29 in the beginning. Oktay said too. 29 total user story points. So these days kind of close to our availabilities, right? Team capacity. Team capacity is perfectly fine. But I'll tell you this. Normally, we don't have many of these people. How many we are now? 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right? So think about I am PO. He's a Scrum Master. He's not doing all these things, and I'm not doing either. And another person is like BA, another person like PO, right? I already count. 3 people already had, right? And the testers basically in a team, like this. Developers, 2. This is the most common thing, guys. All right? Everybody, make sure that understand clearly. You have only most likely one team, dev as a dev team, 3 developers, because developers must create these things that you can test. They are the most important people. And the 2 guys enough. One should be a QA lead, also QA automation tester, and the other one is a manual tester or a junior or something like that, or same. That's why most likely 2 or max is 3 QAs. And this is the dev team most likely. So keep in mind, all right? And basically this will show that, we should just go accordingly like this. As a tester, so you might be assigned 2-3 stories since the capacity is 40, and your job must be like to finish those type of automation codes. All right, so you have to understand that. Right now, how many we are? 7. We're all going to work on these things. All right, so this is not a real numbers, but this is gonna be the real number. Keep in mind in your team. So you're gonna have only 2 QAs. All right, and right now, when we go back here, this hasn't assigned yet. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna assign these numbers with Octai later on, but you should take your notes right now. Since we are in the sprint, we're about to start, you will be assigned by my words, but it will be on your Jira account when you go. Is it officially? We'll fix that later. So, and then you're gonna have this story. You're gonna have this story. You're gonna have this story like that. And then the sprint starts, and you're gonna start automating that code. All right. So we prioritize. All right. We finish the story points. We move our stories in the sprint 1. Now time to what? Create our sprint, right? So we are good as a team capacity to finish these user stories. There is perfectly fine time and the numbers. 20, let's say 30, we are 54. 54 days available to finish this, all right?
I have a question.
Before moving the question, just wait here, please. Keep your questions 2 weeks. All right, today. Let's say start tomorrow. All right, 9 a.m. Okay. DOR, DOD. All right. Let me start if I can. All right, sprint started. So I'll tell you this before you're going your questions. So we start our sprint, all right? As you see, our sprint finish September 25, and it starts 11 tomorrow, all right? So, and the point goals is DOR and DOD. Do you guys remember DOR means?
Definition of ready.
Definition of done.
Yeah.
Yes. Definition of ready. Stories are ready. You already checked. You already clear your mind what you're testing, what you're working on the stories, and DOR is ready, and we move the sprint planning, and we're done that part. But we haven't done DOD. So now I'm gonna go to my board. This is the to-do list, and This is the in progress. Basically, it's gonna be
Say testing.
exactly testing. All right, testing, and this is gonna be DoD. All right. So think about our QA environment, and these are developed, and is the testing part right now. So whichever you guys work a story, I just need you to go your Jira account. Once you have it, move in here. All right, testing part that I can see the process what you guys doing, and at the end we're gonna talk about is it real DoD or not. All right, this is the things you guys need to know. That another thing, we gave the story points, we did this too, and one more thing I want to show you, if I remember right, configure, and I can prioritize this one. Yeah, right here. Okay, perfect. You see, I just added, so I'm gonna add this highest. All right, and save changes, and you're gonna see this. Project settings, back to project. Okay, so now let's go backlog. You guys can see about the medium about the story. That's how important. All right, so the prioritize is medium, that we can also discuss this right now. So what do you guys think? This is the highest that I can give you, needs to be done, right? You guys with me?
Yes.
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 Okay, highest. We need to create bank account that we need monies, right? Fees.
That's
So
nice.
this is the high, and we can work on this one. Medium is ideal, and the rest will be medium. All right, so but I will go with this one for now. I just want you to guys see that I'll prioritize for this one low. Okay, look like, and I can just change the lowest or medium. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you see these things in real job. Okay, I have to finish this whoever assigned. This is the most critical one, so this is the highest. All right, it shows right already here. The assigning part, to show you when I add you. For example, Oktay, since I here, not here. Emily, not here. Who is that? Let's say my name. Anyway, I'll just assign here, right? And I assign myself this one, right? Your QA lead, PO, right? And your QA lead and PO will assign you this, like this, your name. All right. Once you see this YY, and you just need to go your work and see your what to do, right? Assign to, go my assign to right here. Go to your work. You can see how many stories you've been assigned to right here, right? That's how you go. You click here, go to your work page, and then you will see what is assigned to me right here. You will see that exactly stories, exactly details, how low, how high. then you can start working on. All right. So we're done this part of that you should stop.
Okay.